Welcome, everybody. Please feel free to mingle, grab some refreshments on each side at the back. And you can also head to the activity stations, which are on each side. We have the art making station, which has a really cool activity that you can do. And then we have the listening station where you can actually hear the songs on the album. And then there's a resource table, which is right here, with any resources that you may be interested in. So feel free. We're going to mingle for about 30 minutes, and we'll start the formal ceremony about 2:30. So grab some refreshments and enjoy. Photo booth over here as well.
Where is the live stream? Oh. Start when?
If you start at 2:30, like, someone started logging in, and she's like, I got it on this. So, I'm about live.
Turn this off. How do I turn off? Okay. Because I don't want it to go off. I don't trust it. Not for this. I would love to. First without. Without. Okay. How do you see everyone see this? Can you see it?
For a new season of love, it's time for change and to move on to what's new. I have accepted,
Are you coming in?
it's okay.
Guitar.
For
Let me see if it'll stretch. Oh, okay.
every
Will it
step
be bad if I unplug it?
I'll give you a second. Go, Michael.
I
Okay, you're going to be part of the performance, right?
I guess I am.
Yes, so.
She said he gonna give you a single mic.
Yeah, if you have the one on the stool there, you get the spiritual.
Oh, okay. We're gonna get the single mic.
And if you want to, share, that's okay too.
It's okay. It'd be better to have your own, though.
Yeah, I'll be right here. That one's the last song. You can put this one over there.
You can burn her to get grab the mic.
Yeah, it'll be good. And if you feel like you want to sing on the chorus, I'll sing everything. But if you want to, I would love for you to come in and I know she'd love you. I know.
It is only a small part of my fight hard to set myself free. I wanna pick with pride and see things clear from on the side. Facing this head on with all my might. Burn positivity, my guiding light. Don't think so small inside of me. It's causing a shift in my identity. I will continue to carry on. I won't lose this fight because I am strong. A happy future's in store for me. One day I will be cancer free. Nothing so small inside of me is causing a shift in my identity. I will continue to carry on. I won't lose this fight because I am strong.
Now is the time to live your faith. When you find Jesus, follow in his footsteps. Do all that Jesus did, loving others as he loved. Accept everything that's happening, 'cause all you need is faith. Now is the time to live your faith. When you find Jesus, follow in his footsteps. Do all that Jesus did, loving others as he loved. Accept everything that's happening, 'cause all you need is faith. I don't know where I'm going, but I know who I'm going with. So I live my faith. I'm gonna live life.
I have a couple of copies.
Pain from neuropathy. I can't make much sense of my sensitivities. I'm always drained with constant fatigue. But if you listen close, you see. Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about the fact how you can lose more than your player. Ain't nothing about that's fair. Nobody wants to talk about that. How what you plan won't be where you're at. Sometimes all I can do is laugh when I don't feel schedules without knowing the next course. That's why I wanna talk about that. That's why I wanna talk about the fact that it's not all out of your hands. Yeah, you need to understand. You can call in and screen in whether you're young or old, and figure out those answers and do just what you're told. Don't put off till tomorrow, it could save you today. 'Cause cancer is cancer, ain't nothing about it that's easy. No, no, nobody wants to talk about that. That's why I wanna talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about that. That's why I wanna talk about that.
God is to be have peace. Don't you worry about anything. God is to be I show love and they give it back to me. My family's risen up for me. I show love and they give it back to me. My family's risen up for me. God is God is to Don't you worry
When I first heard the news, I had cancer to lose, but I chose to fight with all my might. I chose not to cry, I chose not to die. I decided that I would survive. Getting love I wouldn't dare, immerse myself in faith and prayer, laughing at my nemesis head on. Why? Laughter is the answer as I cope with cancer. The darkest tunnel always sheds some light. A distant light is still low, the substance why I need you. My ultimate decision is ultimate remission, and laughing cancer till it disappears. Chemo is no piece of cake, but no dieting, and I still lose weight, and I have never lost my cookies once. Eventually I lost my hair, but I learned not to care. No more Brazilian waxes, let go wigs. There's no way cancer's gonna win. I will wear my victory grin, laughing at my nemesis and I. You know, guys, laughter is the answer as you cope with cancer. The darkest tunnel always sheds some light. A distant light is still low, the substance for a funny joke. My ultimate decision is ultimate remission, and laughing cancer till it disappears. Listen, laughter is the answer as we cope with cancer.
when it gets like a minute before I'm ready.
See what it means. Say your daily prayers this time you really mean. Hoping soon you'll come out fully clean.
Yeah. Perfect. I love that.
Humbles my new coat of arms.
You got 4 minutes. Don't start running at 2:30?
But it is the foot on my new account. Grace of life. Empathy, not empathy. Soldier on with humanity. Sharpened by lives and enemy. True cause helping humanity. Don't need hands, fingerprints.
Plug this back in.
Okay, I'll take it back up.
Friends and family never left. My game's away, not at home. Once was blind, now I see. Because I'm with you, sorry.
Oh, perfect. Oh, you got to meet my mom? And my sister, right? Yeah, Coral.
Relationships are what makes this world go round. Love, you can't live without.
Or it's the same thing. It's just like detail. And I have copies
We're stronger together than ever apart. Love is trust and loyalty. You mean so much. We danced the night by the jukebox light. I loved how you handled. We took our time in the young years of our lives. Our relationship began to mold. Through the next couple of years, we got over our fears. Finally put on the wedding band. What matters in love is my beautiful life. Is trust and sorrow. Is what makes life worth living. Relationships are what makes this world go round. Love, we can't live without. Love, you mean so much to me. Love is happiness and laughter. We're stronger together than ever apart. Love is trust and loyalty. You mean so much. Through losses and trials, we put on the mask. Losing the things and going replacing the hearts with the which we never walked. The funds we defeat, next and free. When we reached the 50 mark, we decided to walk overseas to Italy. Sitting in a castle hotel. Enjoying your family. Love is what makes life worth living. Relationships are what makes this world go round. Love, you can't live without it. My love, you mean so much to me. Love is happiness and laughter. We're stronger together than ever apart. Love is trust and loyalty. My love, you mean so much to me.
Hello. Hello and welcome. If you haven't yet, please find a seat and join us as we get started. I am so pleased to have everyone here today and to be able to introduce this amazing event. So I'm going to use my notes because this is a really special occasion and I want to make sure I'm not forgetting what I really wanted to say. So welcome supporters of the Center for Performing Arts Medicine, colleagues, patients, friends, and family. We welcome you here today to celebrate the launch of a remarkable album, a testament to the strength, resilience, and unity that defines the journey of cancer treatment. This event not only marks the unveiling of beautiful melodies and powerful lyrics, but also serves as a poignant reminder of the countless stories of courage that shape the battle against cancer. In every note and every lyric, we find the stories of individuals who have faced cancer with determination, turning their pain into art, their struggles into songs of hope, and their joy into messages of empowerment. As we come together to commemorate the release of this album, we honor the countless lives touched by cancer and salute the tireless efforts of medical professionals, researchers, families, and support networks that stand as pillars of strength for those in need. Let us remember that this album is more than just music. It's a symbol of the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity, to find silence and creativity, and to connect through shared experiences. It is a reminder that our collective efforts can bring light to even the darkness, and that together we can create a harmonious world where cancer is not a disease to face alone, but a journey traveled as a community. The Center for Performing Arts Medicine is proud to support the work of music therapists in cancer care. Our team of oncology music therapists consists of Mary Kate Becknell, right here, who works at our main campus in bone marrow transplant unit, Clarissa Grayson, working at Houston Methodist Clear Lake Infusion Center, and the music therapists responsible for this event that have worked with many of you on the process of amplifying your story through music, Sarah Rossi and Ashley Lundquist, who work in the infusion centers at main campus and here respectively. Thank you for being here to celebrate this important milestone. As we embark on this event, let the music fill our hearts with hope and inspire us to make a difference in the lives of those who need it most. Without further ado, I'd like to bring Ashley and Sarah to the stage to get this party going.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank y'all so much for being here from the bottom of our hearts. This is the first event of its kind, so for you to come and support us, we appreciate it so much. So my name is Ashley Lundquist. I'm the music therapist here at Houston Methodist Sugar Land and the Cancer Center and the Infusion Center.
And I'm Sarah Lynn Rossi, and I work within OPC 21, the Outpatient Infusion Center at the main Houston Methodist Hospital.
As music therapists, we have the pleasure of laying witness and to hearing the stories of our patients every day. We also have the opportunity to support these patients by enhancing their use of coping strategies and self and emotional expression through songwriting, which is what we're celebrating today. We encountered a variety of patients who allowed us the honor of entrusting us with their words, their thoughts, feelings, struggles, and hopes to aid them in creating this album of songs. We will be introducing each songwriter and their song who participated in this meaningful album. Before we do that, I'd like to introduce Melissa. She's one of our CPAM project specialists, and she's going to explain how this beautiful piece of art over here came to be.
Thank you for the warm welcome. So every amazing album has an album cover, and this album cover came together with a vision from Sarah and Ashley. They wanted an album cover that was inclusive, that was collaborative, that all patients, employees, family could contribute to. So they put out a call, and there are many artists in this room here today who contributed to this album cover. So we came up with this mosaic design. And if I could ask you to raise your hand if you contributed an artwork to the album cover. Hands up. Amazing. cover was colors, and the colors of ribbons that represent the different cancers that are ribbons of awareness that people can wear in support of family and friends. And so we took all of those colors, and if you can see in the cover here, it represents a rainbow, starting with red at the bottom. It's diagonally across. You have red, orange, yellow, greens, blues, and in the top you have purples. So everybody who contributed, magically, you all contributed the perfect colors that I needed, so thank you. And that is our album cover, and I feel like it's a nice representation of the hard work and the beautiful lyrics in the album. Thank you.
Now we would like to have Robert Vitella come to the stage. This is our spiritual care director and values integration. Let's get that right.
Perfect. Hi. It's quite an honor to be here. And I need to share a story. I started out my chaplaincy career as a resident at Houston Methodist, the medical center. And I remember as a resident, I had the opportunity to choose what rotation I wanted. And so I chose what scared me the most, cancer. And I went up to the infusion suites and I talked to a nurse that had been there 20, 30 years. I'm sure Johnny Sue is still there. And I remember telling her that I wasn't assigned. I chose this because I was scared of cancer. And she said, Robert, thank you, but what you're going to experience are people that learn, they're going to teach you how to live life, how to fight to live life. And they're going to teach you things about being a human being that you will always take with you. Johnny Sue was right. I had profound experiences not only there, but as the director of spiritual care at Clear Lake. And there's somebody here that, Regina, who, in terms of blessing, and the blessing that I received, not only from patients, but from staff and those that are struggling and, that are here. And so it is the blessing of being able to share the challenge, the struggle, the hope, the love that have continued to encourage me to enter difficult moments with patients, with staff. And so the blessing that you all offer is more than you all would know. So incredible. So this moment is and this blessing is about, this moment is about blessing. And so let me offer these words. God, we call you by different names. We know you in different ways. But your love that you express to each of us, Lord, we know who you are to us. We thank you for the gifts that you've given, the blessing that we've received from those here, the blessing that we've received in this work that's being shared, the expression of joy, hope. Yes. We thank you for everything you've provided in this moment, for the leadership, for the patients and the people here, and for the employees. We pray that you bless this moment. And you who are the God of hope, that you give us hope, a hope that only you can give. Amen. Amen.
Thank you so much for that. And we are going to ease right into the honoring of some of our songwriters. As we're getting ready, I'll invite Sylvia and her daughter to come up, as they are going to be one of our first songwriters to honor. Sylvia wrote 2 songs on this album, and we'll hear a little bit of it.
Love is like sweet tea and Sprite. Love is like butterflies and sunshine. Love is like ice cream and balloons. Oh my, so you better love while you can, so you can love more now, so you don't just start.
So that was a little snippet of one of her songs, Love is Love. Part of what was so unique about working with Sylvia is that her family was so integral in her songwriting journey. There was her husband, Ed, who added spoken word to the music. There were her daughters who added vocals, as well as herself, who is the primary lyricist for this music. And we get to share some of that with you today. I love it. live music, y'all. In my beginning, didn't know what to expect. My heart was changed and it was stretched. What would I learn from what you would teach? No time to analyze, I couldn't figure it out. But God, and I'm grateful for what is and what is to come. Forgiveness is free and I'm free to keep moving on. I ain't gonna give up, I ain't gonna give in. I'm gonna give all my love and joy from within. Please allow me to love and receive at the level of love from everyone around me. Fruit of the Spirit, good vibrations, love, forgiveness, goodness, peace and patience, kindness, faithfulness, gentleness and self-control. I'm grateful for what is and what is to come. Forgiveness is free and I'm free to keep moving on. I ain't gonna give up, I ain't gonna give in. I'm gonna give all my love and joy from within.
Speak life.
Watch your words, life and death. Speak life in the power of your tongue. Speak life, I shall live and not die. Speak life, speak life. And I'm grateful for what is and what is to come. Forgiveness is free and I'm free to keep moving on. I ain't gonna give up, I ain't gonna give in. I'm gonna give all my love and joy from within. And joy from within. And joy from within. I love it. Thank you so much, ladies. They have great voices, don't they? Oh, I forgot. We're getting in the flow of it. Sylvia, we want to take a beautiful photo of you. We have a gift for each of our songwriters where we have a framed part of their album in there. Show it to everybody. Vanna White it. Yes. All our songwriters are gonna get a beautiful custom one, and we'll take a little photo while we hear a little bit more of some of that music.
Like sweet tea sprouting from the bee, like butterflies and sunshine, like ice cream and balloons. Oh my, so you better love while you can. So you can love more now. So you
So our second song that we will be introducing is Laughter is the Answer. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped ahead. Hold on. Oh, wait, is that the second one? Look at the slides. Yes, the slides. Okay, this is where we are. If we'll just look. Thank you, Clarissa. So the next one is I Want to Give the World a Hug by Martha M. She's not with us today. She wasn't able to join us, but we are still going to play a short clip so that you can hear what it sounds like.
I want to give the world a hug. We are all brothers and sisters. We need each other to make the world a more loving place.
Tell, which was dear to her heart. It also happened to be during COVID times, so this is the message that was on her heart, and I thought it was such a beautiful, beautiful words to share. Thank you.
And we have our next songwriter is Mr. Michael Weaver. We'd love for him to join us up here as he has some words prepared for us. He traveled all the way from Tennessee to come and join us. And we would love to hear a little bit from him.
Okay, if I use this?
Yeah, you can.
What's interesting, I had no idea what I'd be feeling up here. So bear with it. Miss Young says beautiful. All right, here we go. I'm Michael Weaver from Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm a cancer survivor. I'm here to celebrate life, because cancer saved my life. My journey started in October 6, 2020, square dab in the middle of the pandemic. And in fact, I'm glad that cancer treatment is not elective, because you couldn't have cancer treatment if it was elective. This is one of 9 places that I interviewed. I'm an old healthcare executive, so I'm going to talk to C-suite people here in just a moment. But the long story short was that I researched and wanted to find the greatest healthcare for head and neck in the world. And I did at Houston Methodist. That includes, thank you all, and the caregivers. I went to Sloan Kettering. I went to Johns Hopkins, Mayo Clinic, Cleveland Clinic. Don't forget I'm from Nashville, so we got Vanderbilt and the headquarters of HCA, which is Sarah Cannon. All great providers, and even all the way out to UCLA. Come down to Houston, go across the street over to MD Anderson. And then, being a United Methodist, I felt like I was bit biased coming home to Houston Methodist. Now, I'm an old football player, and I can tell you without a doubt, there's an old saying in football, is you can't teach speed. You also can't teach empathy. That's what I found at Houston Methodist. Where's my notes? So, this is kind of like first day of chemo and radiation. There's a little anxiety up here. So I remember my very first day. I met with Dr. Berniker, who was my medical oncologist, and met with Dr. Butler, got fitted for my mask for the Halcyon machine, which there's only 3 of them in the United States at that particular time. And I'm glad they invested in it. And I know without a doubt that I got the best health care, and starting with people. So it's the 6th, and they say October 6th. I said, when can you start? I said, whenever. Let's go. I'm stage 2, and time's no one's friend with cancer. They said, all right, we're going to start you October 12th. Fly home, have my 57th birthday, pack my bag, get someone to go stay with my Labrador at home, drive to Houston. My first day of care is October 12th. That's when I got to meet Sarah. So, a lot of things coming at you on your first day. You already have my radiation, so that's good. And now I'm in 21, I think it is, right there in the big house, as I call it. And unfortunately, I've been both in the big house, I've been in the Walter Tower, and also the Annex. First time I've been here to Sugar Land, but this seems to be a beautiful, beautiful hospital. So Sarah comes in. She says, "Hi, Mr. Weaver. I'm Sarah. So this is a young lady. It's pulling a little red wagon. That little red wagon's got a guitar in it. And of course, let's don't forget, we're all masked up, and she's double masked. She's got this plastic thing. I had no idea she had blue eyes and a nice smile. Yeah. And she says, "Hi, Mr. Weaver. I'm Sarah." I said, "Hi, Sarah. What do you do?" There's a lot of stuff coming at you. I think every resident in oncology went through my room that day, and 57 nurses, you know, you get poked and prodded and IVs and waiting for pathology lab work and everything like that. You go like, okay. I said, Sarah, what do you do? He says, well, I'm a music therapist. I go like, music therapist, what the hell is that? And that's when I knew I'm paying entirely too much for my health care. So I said, Sarah, sit down. He says, you're in trouble. He says, why is that? I said, I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. Mr. Weaver, are you a singer-songwriter? I said, Sarah, I am now, and we're going to write a song. True story. So that fortunate hour we spent, go and proceed to give her kind of an outline of what my song was going to be. And if I'm running over time, tell me to go like this. All right. Really? All right, damn. All right, I'll make this quick. So, won't go into the recipe. So my second day, as it relates to chemo, go to the bathroom, pull the door, a little lady comes out and says, oh, don't go in there. But I noticed that we have incredible amount of empathy within our eyes. I go, you know, you want to help you over to the, back to your room. You know, she's very proud, says no. But I go in the bathroom, and I kind of have this epiphany. And I go like, that seems to be easy to make friends when you're on the cancer ward. We're all fighting different battles, however, it's against the same enemy, the big C. So we'll move on to what my song, which is called The Bridge. And then the bridge is kind of like the part of the song where the song changes, and this is what the song is really about. And I was missing my dog, Lily. And also there's all these people that are praying for me. So the end of my, and to me, the bridge is kind of like this metamorphosis, this cocoon. And my song originally was going to be like this anthem, you know, blank cancer, to really turn into a journey of friends and family because you couldn't see them, and hope. So, to any event, I go and the end of my song, or the bridge going here, and I wrote a line, not near as good as Mr. Jones's song, but goes, you don't need hands to put fingerprints on a heart. It's a double entendre to my dog's paws and all the people that are touching my heart. So I'll finish. I forgot to tell you where Kemosabe came from, so can I do that real quick before we go? All right, so Kemosabe, remember the story with the lady coming out of the bathroom? So this epiphany is that I go like, I'm here in Texas. What would I call a friend on the cancer ward? And I go, oh, that's a chemo amigo. Not bad for Tennessean, right? But the bottom line is that I came in here, and I swear to this day, it's like divine intervention. The light in that bathroom got brighter. And all y'all are old enough like I am. Tonto used to call the Lone Ranger Kemosabe. Well, I did a little play in the words. And chemo spelled C-H-E-M-O. So the end of my song, and notice when I said that I was down here fighting cancer, I never said I was by myself. Because with cancer, you're never alone.
Thank you.
So then, So then my song ends with this. With cancer, you're never alone. You always have your chemo.
Yeah. That's right.
Cancer saved my life. I'm Michael Weaver. Love you.
Squam myself, Carson. Not the easiest thing to hear when you're sitting home all alone. Volunteering for poison at a constant flow, sitting with your thoughts. Got my new brown bag lunch, not much for taste.
So now we really are at the the song Laughter is the Answer. So Margot Gilman is going to come to the stage and say a few words about her song and her experience.
Oh, good, you left it there. Just because you write a song doesn't mean you have it memorized. First, before I say anything else, I'd like to take this moment very quickly to thank the best music therapist around, and that's my buddy Ashley Lundquist. I would also like to thank Dr. Nair and Dr. Zaid's medical team, who I would not be here without. God made them my tools. And thank you, God. And one more thank you goes to family members that are here today. My sister-in-law and my brother, Michael Gilman, they took care of my fur baby. Well, I could relate to that last part, who I didn't know what I was going to do. That was my biggest worry when I was first told I had cancer. Who's going to take care of my fur baby? And they stepped up to the plate. They shortened a vacation with their newborn grandson to come back to me. And I'll always remember that. And then there's my brother, Robert Gilman. A lot of you already know him. He has been my Uber driver, my grocer. He wouldn't even take money for the groceries. My cheerleader and resident flirt with all of the good-looking nurses in the cancer treatment center. Well, getting to when I first, found out I had cancer, and the doctor came in and said, got stage 4 metastatic ovarian cancer. Well, you know what? I didn't want to say anything that encouraged defeat, because defeat are connected to the ankles.
All right. Yeah. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah. And then I started realizing I'm at stage 4. My goodness, I'm a performer. Why would I settle for stage 1, 2, or 3? I got 4 stages. Yes. And then, of course, there are the brilliant questions your friends ask you, and people who are no longer your friends because they asked you those questions. My favorite one being, though, was, how did you know you had cancer? I see a lot of my fellow survivors are shaking their head. Well, I came up with a great answer, and that was, I heard it from the produce guy at HEB. He said to me one day as I walked in, I got bad news for you. Rainier cherries have gone up to $12.99 a pound. Oh, and by the way, you got stage 4 metastatic ovarian cancer. Well, ain't that the pits? When I first heard the news, I had cancer till blues, but I chose to fight with all my might. I chose not to die. I chose not to cry. I decided that I would survive. Giving up, I wouldn't dare immerse myself with faith and prayer, looking at that nemesis head on. Why? Laughter is the answer. How to deal with cancer. The darkest tunnel always has some light. 'Cause this one can still invoke the substitute for a funny joke. My ultimate remission is ultimate decision, and laughing cancer still disappears. Laughing, chemo is no piece of cake. Chemo is no piece of cake. Chemo is no piece of cake. No dieting, and I still lost weight, and I have never lost my cookies once. Eventually I lost my hair, but I chose not to care. No more Brazilian waxes and great wigs. There's nowhere cancer's gonna win. I will have that victory grin, laughing at my nemesis head on. Cancer is the answer. Then you know that laughter, the darkest tunnel, always sheds some light. The darkest tunnel can still invoke the substance for a funny joke. The answer is decision, is actual remission, and laughing cancer till it disappears. tunnel always sheds some light. A simple heart is still in both the substance of a funny joke. My actual confusion is actual remission, and laughing cancer till it disappears. And laughing cancer till it disappears. And laughing cancer till it disappears. And laughing cancer. Did you hear that, Cancer? Let the door hit you where the sun don't shine. No piece of cake, but I'm dieting and I still lose weight, and I have never lost my cookies once. Eventually I lost my hair, but I'm learning not to care no more. Brazilian glasses.
That was super fun, wasn't it? I think that's why she titled her song Laughter is the Answer. Okay, so the next one, she also was unable to come today, and this was a special song that was written with a patient named Edith Johnson and my previous intern, Anicia Palmer. So God is to be Believed is a song that was written by these two women. This song has a powerful message of believing in God's power, plan, and peace. She also shares about the importance of family support. So let's listen to just a little clip.
Have peace, don't you worry about anything. God is to be believed. It's not what you think, it's what God decides. He is the giver of life. It's not what you think, it's what God decides.
So I'll invite Regina Kelly to come on up, and I'll chat a little bit about her as she joins us up here. But Regina Kelly is, look at her, come on down. She is somebody that I had the pleasure of meeting on days that were up and down in all sorts of places, and she was someone that wasn't afraid to talk about things that were difficult, and she wasn't afraid to talk about the truth. And that's part of what inspired the title of this song, was nobody wants to talk about that. We had conversations about things nobody wants to talk about, and she had the courage to do that. And then she entrusted me in taking some of those words and putting them into lyrics so that the world could hear about some of those things, to promote some awareness about that. And I just commend you for your bravery in entrusting us to do that. And she's also been a huge voice for music therapy across Houston Methodist, and has helped with some of our growth and being a powerhouse, and just someone who is willing to spread that message about music therapy. And you're willing, if you want to say anything, you don't have to. The song says it all. And so I encourage you to listen to it. And we'll get a little photo while we hear some of it.
Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about the fact how you can lose more than your hair. Ain't nothing about it that's fair. Nobody wants to talk about that, how what you plan won't be where you're at. Sometimes all I can do is laugh when I don't feel like showing up, but I go anyways, even in the uncertainty of waiting on results and making schedules without knowing the next course. That's why I wanna talk about that. That's why I wanna talk about the fact that it's not all out of your hands. Yeah, you need to understand. You can call in that screening whether you're young or old, and figure out those answers and do just what you're told. Don't put off till tomorrow what could save you today. Cancer is cancer and nothing about it is easy.
All right, the next songwriter I want to introduce is Leela Leal, and she has her family here in her honor to accept her gift. So y'all, whoever wants to go ahead and come on up. And I just want to say a couple things about her as a person. She was one of the sweetest, full of light, positive people I have ever met. And so I really enjoyed my time with her. It was very special to work with her and to meet all of you.
Grande es tu misericordia para perdonar mi maldad y darme otra oportunidad. Tu eterno amor cultiva mis temores.
So I just have a few words that I would like to share about our mom. So our mom showed us what it was to be what warriors were made of: faithfulness, resilience, greed, perseverance, greatness, and above all, the love for Jesus and God.
Yes.
She lived a life of prayer. She walked the tightrope of trust. She flew the skies of faith without wings and without a parachute, yet she glided across the sky, sustained by the winds her faith in Jesus created, and propelled by the promises that God has stored for her. She lived joyfully for the service of others, never doubting or wavering her stretched out hand. She focused on her faithfulness to God and her love for Jesus. For without those two things, her life would have been meaningless, her sacrifice pointless, and her legacy transparent. She lived a life in which God was able to fulfill her promises through her to the people around her. She was more than a blessing to those around her. She was the face of faith, the words of God's truth, and the messenger of God's unfailing promises and covenant. Our mom lived a in spite kind of life. She loved in spite of her pain. She helped in spite of her limitations. She prayed in spite of statistics, and she had faith in spite of impossibilities. She had strength in spite of how beat down her body was. She was courageous in spite of danger, and she never stopped getting up in spite of how many times she fell. She never surrendered in spite of her enemy. Our mom, in her battle with cancer, endured more than any of us thought was possible, lived longer than any doctor thought that any doctor could make sense of. Her physical battle with cancer, she walked a path so winding, so dark, so painful, yet never once did she lose her way, trusting her compass in life, Jesus. Time after time, God's faithfulness carried her through another day and into years filled with passion, hope, and love. During the most engulfing moments of her physical suffering, she always found God's unfailing love. Every morning would find her on her knees asking God to help her be a gladiator and not a spectator of that, so that his name may be glorified. During her darkest, deepest insecurities, her fear, pain, and doubt, standing in the middle of her life's arena, her legs never collapsed, her strength never wavered, her eyes never wandered, and her faith never surrendered. Cancer shook my mom's highest mountains and punished her body and stole her youth, yet her love for God was only more awakened, and God's unfailing love for her was never shaken. His covenant of peace was never removed from her, for his promises for her still hold true. So today we celebrate her because she is still very much with us today.
Que me guarda, me sana y me guía cada día. Tu verdad y tu gracia sustentan mi alma. De tu misericordia cantaré por siempre. Grande es tu misericordia para perdonar mi maldad y darme otra oportunidad. So for the next one, we have Inside of Me, Mom's Song by Eileen McGrath. She was such a pleasure to work with. She was also another light and a beautiful person, and she created an amazing song with her words. She has a video message for us today because she wasn't able to make it, but I think you will really enjoy her message.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Eileen McGrath, breast cancer survivor. Wow, that feels pretty amazing to say, especially in a room full of cancer warriors, caregivers, and clinicians. Today is all about the healing power of music and the celebrations of the songs that we all created. I had chemo, surgery, radiation, and more chemo, and I'm sure a lot of you did. And the music saved me. It kept me going when I wanted to quit. It lifted my spirits when I felt I couldn't go on anymore. And so did the people behind the music. Ashley, thank you for coming into my room the first day of chemo and for singing Rise Up. I'd never heard that song before. You encouraged me to create my very first playlist. I called it Strength, and it helped me through some very dark times. Thank you for persuading me to write this song, Inside of Me, for the album. You were so gracious to take my words and apply music and your beautiful voice. And then you let me and my son Kevin change up all the music, and he put on his voice. Thank you. It was the best cancer gift that I could have had with Kevin. We were finally creating something when I felt like everything inside of me was dying. Kevin even wrote about it in his college applications, and that is why I'm not here today and to celebrate with all of you. My caregiver and constant cancer companion, and also my husband, Mike, and I are moving Kevin into his dorm in Rhode Island. I think he's going to college. While music was an important part of my cancer journey, the care team at Houston Methodist was my lifeline and my husband's lifeline. Thank you, Scott, for your support and guidance. Thanks to Burma for making every time we came to chemo fun with your laughter and seasonal outfits. To Rose, who was my voice and biggest supporter. Thank you, Yolanda, for leading the cancer support group. And thanks to Barbara in the Breast Care Center for praying for me and caring so much. And Dr. Templeton, who is the most compassionate surgeon I have ever met. I'm sure I am leaving many people out. They say a solid support system will help you fight cancer. Between my family, friends, and the phenomenal team at Houston Methodist Sugar Land, I felt blessed. I also want to thank the leadership team for realizing that music is an important part of any cancer journey. Enjoy the event.
Future's in store for me. One day I will be cancer free. Nothing so small inside of me is causing a shift in my identity.
son's beautiful voice in that track. Isn't that amazing? The next songwriter I would like to call up is Veronica Romero, and her song is Live My Faith, and she's going to say a few words for us today.
To live our faith, if you find Jesus, follow in his footsteps.
Hi everybody, my name is Veronica Romero, and I'm here to share you a little bit of my story. I was diagnosed about a year ago with breast cancer, and at the moment that that they told me that I had cancer, I felt that God wanted something, you know. And I'm a woman of faith, so I felt like, okay, I guess this is my moment to live my faith, because like I say in my song, it's not only knowing about your faith, but living it. That's the most important thing. So I was like, okay, well, this is my opportunity to show my family, especially, and everybody around me that faith can move mountains, and that it was time to live my faith, like to show that faith, just live it. And that's what I did. I've been doing that since the first moment, trying to live my faith like God wants me to live it. And like my song said, Ashley, she's the one that got me into it. I'm not a songwriter. She just told me, hey, you want? I'm like, okay, I'll write something. One night, the Lord just started putting things in my head, and I wrote that song one night. And I was like, Ashley, here, this is what I wrote. I don't know if that's gonna be a song or it's gonna be a poem. I don't know. This is what God put in my heart. I wrote it down. Here it is. And she did it. I don't know how she did it, but she ended up with a beautiful song, and I loved it. It was such a gift from God, actually. And I wanted to share it with everybody around me. And I want to thank especially God for giving me this opportunity to be here tonight, and to give me the opportunity to spread his word and show my faith to other people around me. And give thanks to Ashley and everybody that has been with us in those chemos. Like every time somebody comes in and they talk to us, they give us a good message, like it gives us more strength, you know, and it empowers us. So I'm really thankful that God brought me to this place. Thank you so much.
Accept everything that's happening, 'cause all you need is faith. Life was not easy, but with him all things are possible. I learned more about my faith. I felt more in love with Jesus. But the Lord,
Thank you, Veronica. And those words, like she said, are all straight from her heart. She wrote all of the lyrics. It's a beautiful song. Y'all should take a listen. So the next one, do we have the Cottrell family here today? Yes, okay. If y'all could come up here. We have the Cottrell family accepting the gift on behalf of Cecil Cottrell. And his song is Always Give God Your Time. And in this song, he wrote, Anicia Palmer, my previous intern, wrote this song with Cecil. She sat down and she listened to his story and his words, which were beautiful, and she created an amazing song. This song conveys a meaningful message about hometown roots, trying new things, and making your mark with the time you have. Cecil encourages all of us not to miss what is right in front of you and to always give God your time. This song is part of a special legacy he left to everyone in his family who will listen.
be ready to try new things. Don't let your wishes be just dreams.
not gonna stay young always. It doesn't work that way.
I haven't been all over the world, but I've been a whole lot of places.
This next songwriter is Maisha Shelton. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to be with us today, but her song is A New Season. And this song describes Maisha's new season of life that she's ready for in this song. When she was writing this in chemo, she was looking forward to the future and looking forward to being past the treatments, the symptoms, the pain, and looking forward to what her future holds. She thanks the Lord for everything he's done to see her through all of her trials. So we'll listen to a little clip of her song.
I'm ready for no treatments, no symptoms, no pain. My body's becoming healthier and stronger. These trials have tested me, but you see me through the rain. I only need to endure just a little bit longer. I have a supernatural peace. The joy of the Lord is my strength forever. I will sing your praises and never cease. You remain through all I never. I smile through the day. For the enemy won't steal your abundant grace.
Thank you, Lord. Can even convey my heart.
Thank you, Lord, for this world, your work alone.
So there at the end of the bridge, you could actually hear her voice. She was actually going to perform her song today. That's why we played a little bit more. But you were able to hear her beautiful words and her voice so that we can honor her today. Thank you. The next songwriter I would like to call to the stage is Jerry Brown. And his song is The Fusion Song. So we'll go ahead and play a little clip of that right now.
Love is what makes life worth living. Relationships are what makes this world go round. Love, you can't live without it. My love, you mean so much to me. Love is happiness and laughter. We're stronger together than ever apart. Love is trust and loyalty.
So, Mr. Brown.
Jerry?
Yeah, I try. Ask Margot. I still struggle. I try. Jerry. So he had a very creative play on words. The title is The Fusion Song. So where do you think that came from? Our time in the Infusion Center. But his song expresses the importance of love, family, and travel in his life. He speaks on his fond memories in life with his loved ones on various trips, milestones, and throughout the years. Enjoying family and love is what makes life worth living. Thank you.
Love is trust and loyalty. My love, you mean so much. We would dance through the night by the jukebox light. I loved having your hand hold.
relationships are what makes this world go round. Love, we can do without. Jackie Thrall, are you here today? Yes, there you are, right in front of me. I'm so there you are. Well, if you want to come on up, her song is Journey. Beautiful song. And did you want to say a few words, or do you want me to speak? Okay, that's no problem, no problem. So, Jackie shared in Journey about the trials and challenges she endured throughout her cancer journey. Yet, she expressed in her chorus that she will find the light within the pain and lean on God's strength. She goes on to express her gratitude for her support systems within her life. In the bridge, she states that it is not her time yet, and she looks forward to the future journey. Thank you. The surprise of brand new kitten was just the key. My spirit was renewed. I felt your presence so near. When trials tried to take me down, didn't let me
So we wanted to close out with a song that This last song that closes out our album is called The Biggest Fight. This song is a living legacy of Norma Figueroa and her family. And did the Figueroa family be able to attend today? That is okay. We wanted to be sure to share a moment for her. And this song is so relatable on many levels that we hope that there is a message within these lyrics that we're going to close out with that resonates with you today, especially living every single day. remind you to live every single day. Whether you are a staff member on those units, whether you are someone living out your survivorship journey, whether you are someone who entrusted us to write your songs today and to share them. And as I continue to speak, I'd like to invite Jennifer Berry, who's our director of the Cancer Center, as well as Amy Sebastian Deutsch, who is our leadership within cancer at Houston Methodist Sugarland. And we have a plaque that we'd like to give to them that showcases this album. It serves as a living legacy of these lyrics, of these voices that have been heard today. And they can be heard by future patients, loved ones, and staff so that they can become a permanent fixture on these units. And we can't do this work without the leadership, without their support within the Cancer Center, as well as within the Center for Performing Arts Medicine, and within all of the people that help make our programming within music therapy happen. And this is a gift to give back, as well as a way to honor those who have contributed to that album. And so we thank you so much for joining us today and for helping us in honoring each of our honored guests and for playing your part in their journey along the way.
Wow, what an incredible celebration today. You all are the first, you're the inaugural CD. We hope that this will continue. We want to see it happen again. And we hope that you'll come back to support your colleagues and your friends as they journey themselves and use music as a part of that journey as well. At this time, we want to invite all of the songwriters up, if you would, for a photo with Sarah and Ashley. So you can go on and make your way up. As they're doing that and we get that photo taken, everyone else, please continue to mingle. Make sure you check out the resources table, listen to the album, grab some snacks, make some art, and just be together.
I wanna do all the things I did. It's the biggest fact that I do live. I don't want to be just a memory. I wanna live. I wanna live. Every second, I'm gonna forget. Please heal me. Please heal me, God. When I see all the people find nothing, how I want to get wanna bring up my pictures in golden frame. Just tell me everything will be okay. Just tell me everything will be okay. I want to live. I want to live every second, every moment. I'm gonna focus on living
Be ready to try new things. Don't let your wishes be just